Hello YouTube, Brent Peeler here with you. Coming to you from Dumaguete City. We're on a mission, folks. We're fixing to go find us a swimming hole. Probably go to Dowan, huh? And go surprise, bust in on Aaron, see what he's up to. Might go swimming, might not. We'll play it by ear. I said, you want to go swimming? She said, yeah. Does that mean we're going to get there and you don't want to swim? I said, maybe. But here we go, folks. Okay, folks, getting a little fuel from my little moped. A little moped I call Flames, you can see behind me. Diesel's 8310 here. Of course, Filipino only buys diesel at the Shell station. I think it's a little bit higher. But mine is 68 pesos, 0.5. Only cost me 250 pesos to fill up, so no big deal, folks. But like I said, we're headed to Dowan, and thanks to that subscriber, got Bob Seger on my brain, so I got Bob Seger's greatest hits blaring in my ears, while the Filipina, she don't have this fancy deal yet. I still gotta order that, folks. All right, folks, we're gonna hit the road.
Said it's only life's illusions that bring us to this bar, to pick up these old crutches and compare each other's scars. 'Cause the things we're calling heartache, hell, they're hardly worth our time. We bitch about a dollar when there's those without a dime. And as he ordered one last round, he said, I guess we can't complain, 'cause God made life a gamble, and we're still in the game. So here's to all the soldiers who have ever died in vain, the insane locked up in themselves, the homeless down on Main, to those who stand on empty shores, spit against the wind, those who wait forever, ships don't come in. Those who wait forever, ships that don't come in.
Okay, folks, what do you think about the ocean? Pretty nice today. A little windy. Hopefully this audio is coming out, but just another gorgeous day to be at the beach. Waves coming in. Nice and refreshing, folks. And I told y'all we'd do a little talk about this little Rusi, the Chariot Rusi. So we got Aaron here with us. He's done some modifications to it, so we're gonna ask him what he thinks, what his suggestions are. Is it a good idea, bad idea, pros, cons? Let you have it. All the information we can give you. So here we go.
All right, folks, it's your 2025 Chariot. The great things about it is this lockable tool cabinet. You can put your billfold and your cell phone, or different things you get at the shops in it. So it's real handy to have. So pros and cons. If you buy a stock one, it will bounce you to death, because these things are can carry about a half ton in the back. Probably about 1,000 pounds, whatever 750 kilos is, because they use them for dump. So they have springs.
I'll show them the back of this thing.
Yeah.
Of course, Aaron just hauls chicks in his. That's where he's got Granny Clampett. That's where she sits. But
That's the just in case chair.
just in case.
So anyway, they have springs, and so for 1,000 pesos, I had to pull out 3 springs on the back each, which makes it a much smoother ride. It's real, I mean, it is super stable. But then the other thing I had to do, So they have a low range. It comes with a lower gear setting because these things are designed.
So it's got a high and low.
Well, so it automatically has a high and a low for hauling, but it's still in the engine. There's a lower gear. So if you're going about 55 kilometers an hour, it's screaming. So for 2,000 pesos, I upgraded and I got a highway gear in it. So now I go 65 kilometers, no problem. You know, I can go 70, 75 if I want to, but the engine's so much quieter.
So it's like an overdrive, pretty much.
Yeah, it's still the same 5 gears, but they changed out the gear ratio, so it's a highway gear as opposed to like a gear ratio for just hauling stuff. So if you're going to get one of these and you're just going to be using it for highway like I am, you need to spend the 2,000 pesos and have them change out the gear ratio in here. So when you're on the highway, you can go and it's
not wrapped out like it was.
And then if you want a smoother ride, have them take out some springs in the back.
Okay.
Other than that, I like it. Keeps the rain off of you. I mean, you hardly ever get wet if it's raining. It keeps the sun off of you. I can haul all my groceries whenever I want. So living out here in Darwin away from stuff, you got to bring in your groceries.
Yeah.
So this is super handy for that. I mean, you can see, it's super stable.
And it's, folks, it's got like a direct drive with a full. It's got a differential. It's not just a.
That's the switch for the differential, the low high.
Low high.
But like I said, I had them change out the engine gearing.
Right.
To make it.
What do you got? You nearly got 1,000 kilometers on it.
I also had them take off these front big springs that they had. They had big heavy load springs on the front.
Oh yeah.
And they took those off. And
softened it up a little bit.
Yeah, and that softened it up more too.
But it looks like it's real.
Okay, let's go, honey.
You gonna ride, Trina? You think just because it's got 3 wheels, you can handle it, huh? Tell us, what do you think about it?
Huh?
She gets
I
quiet.
don't know how to.
You don't know how?
Before I forget, this is your reverse right here. So all you have to do is have it in first gear and you smash this down and it puts you right into reverse. And it is a full power reverse. Like you don't lose any power. I mean, you can go.
Does your high-low, do you got a high reverse, low reverse, or just one reverse?
I think it's just one. I always just smash it down.
This one is brake.
No, that's the gear.
There's emergency brake down there by her hand.
Yeah.
Right
No,
here.
these are the gears.
Right there's
This
emergency.
emergency brake.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brake's on the other side, Trina, for the back.
The one you smash with your foot.
That's the
This
back
one?
brake.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
What is the
that's the
use
front
for
brake.
this?
He's got him a little cell phone holder and all that.
That's, you can put it into a lower gear.
That's pretty slick, pretty slick. He feels a lot safer than riding like on a moped or a scooter, a moto as they call them.
I can plow a dog
Yeah, you can hit a dog, not have to worry about going end over end on that
or
thing.
a chicken.
And when I come visit him, it's a good place to store our helmets.
And plus, if you want to do some Filipino tailgating, you know, just
Yeah, show us how it works. I'll be damned.
you put a bed in the back and go camping.
That's what I was thinking is
I like here better.
like turn to.
See?
I was thinking
I got the chair for you so Brent can drive you around, but he don't ever.
Yeah, much better. There's no sunshine, babe.
there's no sunshine.
Yeah.
I bet it would rattle you pretty good, and that thing it may vibrate that chair all the way out to the back and just dump you out the back.
Why not go get the keys and you take it? You might as well.
It should because I'm facing there and this is opposite.
But you can turn. You can move the chair. The chair.
Oh, you can move.
Well, why couldn't you move it? It's
You guide it.
you untie it.
Don't worry about untying it. These sides go down too, huh? I didn't realize the sides went down.
I guess.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, that's to dump the bed.
Oh, okay. The whole
It's
bed dumps.
Bed dumper.
Okay.
I'll go get you the keys if you want to take Chariot on a drive.
I don't know if we have time, do we? What do we have time before you got to get the Get back?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Well,
right, I'll go get the keys. You guys can go for it.
sounds good. Okay, folks. Like I said, there's pros and cons to everything. The pros are it does make it feels a lot safer. It keeps the rain off your head, keeps the sun off your Filipina. But being in Dumagetti, it's not real practical unless you're going to work it. Matter of fact, nothing is as practical as a motorbike in Dumagetti. I mean, not even a pickup, a car. It's just you can get around so much faster in a motorbike, but motorbike's not near as safe. Aaron loves this because he's already hit a dog before, so that that makes him feel a whole lot safer driving this than a motorbike. But I wouldn't necessarily like driving this thing back and forth to Dumagetti. I don't think he likes driving it back and forth to Dumagetti very often, and I understand why. It's yeah, you can go probably as fast as you can on a motorbike. I don't know. I had this thing up to like 60, no problem. But I ride my motorbike probably 75 or I don't know. You can just get in and out. And if you was having to go to like the mall or just anywhere in Dumagetti, it's hard to park anything in Dumagetti. So the parking's going to be a big no-go for me. There's a lot of time there's barely motorbike parking. So this thing it's built for work. It sets up high. I know Randy's from Randy's Philippine Journey. He's got one of these tricycles that sits down low, and it's more of a for transportation. That might be an option. But like I say, different strokes for different folks. Because Aaron loves this thing. I mean, he really likes it, or he likes it a whole lot better than riding a motorbike. So keep that in mind. And yeah, there's like I say, this if some of y'all don't like motorbikes, this might be an option. But I'd definitely test drive one before I went out and bought one. Same as anything, same as a motorbike, same as a car. You want to know what you're getting. It's a little tougher to steer this thing. So if you're older or weaker or have shoulder problems or something, this is definitely a harder to steer than a motorbike. So keep that in mind. But all in all, I think it's a good rig. Like it, Serena?
I don't like it.
A little bumpy?
Yeah, very bumpy.
Yeah, but she didn't have a pad back there on her seat. She needs a pillow for her buttocks. But yep, you damn sure feel a lot safer on it.
You do.
But
And I mean, the wheels are so much bigger too. Like you clog or whatever. And then when there's all that water on the road from the rain, you're fine.
no hydroplaning. All right, folks, we're gonna head back to Dumagetti. This is Brent's tripping. Peace. Look here, folks, we're working smarter, not harder. We got the little brownout fan down here now, and Jake's on the grill. He's the grill doctor tonight, looks like. Getting them charcoals nice and toasty. Who needs a charcoal chimney when you got a plastic bag? Don't you melt my fan, Jake.
That's enough, Jake. Just put the grill now. Turn off that. That's enough. Yeah.
Very hot, very hot.
Sige na.
Sige now.
Sige na.
Okay now.
Sige na.
Folks,
Slowly.
that's a pretty good little grill. Maybe the best $50 we ever spent.
Dodora sama. Just don't put a lot. Don't put it at the same time. Just do some.
Hey,
What happened?
that's how my steak did the other night, and it got crispy on the ends, but it was
Just there.
good. It was little pink in the middle. No arguing on the video, folks. That's why Jake put extra charcoals on there, because he knew you was going to have to do 2 rounds. There we go.
More big. More blue.
Just twist that deal to make it go faster.
Oh, don't swallow your don't
Uh huh.
coffee.
Swallowed what?
Swallow Jake's stone.
Woo! Flame broiled. Better get your tongs, baby.
Yeah.
It's gonna be flame kissed.
Wala pa kani.
That's how you start a fire, folks. Woo-wee.
Ooh-wee.
Got some head country on them things.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Every time.
Woo! Already.
Ready burn. Ayaw na nabi, kaya mag-burn siya. Don't do that. Because
Dark cook fast since it's
too much
Tin.
charcoal.
dark cook fast since it's 10.
Don't put the air.
Okay, folks, look here. The finished product. We got some pork chops. We got some limpo. I got some broccoli and cheese and some salad. And the Filipinos got some rice and gravy. Fixing to chow down, folks. That's what it's all about. Done a hell of a job. Make your tongue slap your brain. Woo-wee! All right, folks.
Anyway,
Come eat. It's time to eat.